Hi, I'm Kelly Ray Tamaki, founder and owner of Team H Business Coaching and Consulting, and several other seemingly random types of businesses in Southern Alberta. Um, I would love to call myself a serial entrepreneur. I think that's probably an accurate description of who I am. I love business. I've been running businesses since I was 18 and getting better at it every year. So 23 years doing that. So I do a strategic planning workshop 4 times a year, and I want to invite you to the one we're doing in May. And yes, it's the last 2 days of May, so it is coming up very soon. But I wanted to ask you if you have a strategic plan or if you're kind of constantly putting out fires. Do you have a business plan? I mean, a business plan is so much and so heavy and such a big thing to do. And, we usually do that when you start your business, but you've got an established business, you've got a team, and you're already making good money. The thing is that business can always be better. I trademarked business can be better a long time ago because I knew 10 years ago, because I knew that business could always be better after 13 years of running very different businesses. I think I went from hair salons and hair schools, like director of those kind of businesses, right into industrial construction. And everything that I knew about business applied in both industries. And that's when it really hit me. That was my last job in industrial construction, running companies for other people. And I finally started my own company. And so it's been 10 years of business coaching and buying, selling, owning, running my own businesses. Most of my businesses run on their own. They're systemized. I have leaders in charge of them. I meet with my leaders, and the leaders run the businesses, and the businesses kick butt and hit their goals. And I want to teach you how to do that. Strategic planning is kind of like just an annual business plan. It's not as heavy or as complicated, and we don't have to give it to the bank. But it does include the most important three things that I teach: financial mastery, leadership mastery, and marketing mastery. So those are my three pillars, and I'll talk about the three pillars quite a bit. And when I do, I'm talking about leadership, marketing, and financial mastery. Okay. Now, strategic planning falls under leadership, in my opinion. If you can't strategically plan out your year and share the milestones with your team, share the goals with your team, review the plan every quarter with your team, make sure your team is hitting their KPIs and your teams are hitting their KPIs, then you won't hit your goals. So I'm just wondering, back to the question, if you've been putting out a lot of fires lately, or maybe for your whole career, are you feeling like your business is the business you started out wanting to have, or are you feeling kind of like, I spend so much time in this business and I don't make the money that I want to make? If you're feeling like you work too much, like you want to take summers off with your kids, but you can't, or that you're not able to take enough money out of the company to feel satisfied about how hard you work. If you work too much and you make too little, if you are constantly answering the same questions over again, if you have high turnover, if your staff aren't happy, any of these problems come back to not having a strategic plan. A strategic plan solves all of this. And what we do in the 2 days together is create a strategic plan for you for the next year. It can be the next 12 months, it can be your fiscal year, it can be the next calendar year. You choose the time period, but it helps you plan every single part. So those three pillars, remember: financial, leadership, and marketing. Okay. So we're going to fix or address all of your challenges. Okay. We won't have people coming in asking you questions constantly. You won't have fires starting constantly. You won't have a lack of cash flow. You won't have really hard time making decisions about what's priority and what's not, because we've planned out your whole year and created action items together, assigned them to people, and assigned them to one of your strategic objectives. So at the beginning, we're going to pick 3 huge goals, and I encourage you to think about your personal goals so that I can help you pick your business goals. You can pick both if you'd like, and then we're going to create a plan around achieving those goals over the next year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever your timeline is for those. Okay. Now, a lot of people think that strategic planning is silly or financial planning is silly. Not financial planning in the sense that, your financial planner does investments for you, but doing financial projections. But the way that we do it is not silly, I promise you. In my businesses, we can project almost to the penny where we'll be at for cash flow every month. And that is very helpful if you're having a cash flow crunch. And one of my companies is. And that's the other thing, guys. I've learned more from my mistakes and more from my actual running businesses than I ever learned in school, during my MBA program, during any of my coaching certifications. But I've got it all. I've got the education, I've got the training, I've got the 23 years experience, I've got my own multi-million-dollar businesses. I've also got the best business coaches in the world. I've worked with Tony Robbins, I work with Brendan Burchard, and I learned so much from them every day. So I passed that down. I passed down everything I learned in school, and I kind of create my own tools. And this tool I'm very proud of. The strategic plan template, or the strategic plan tool that we will be using with you guys, will also include financial projection planning template that I've spent 23 years perfecting, and I love. It's like my baby. And the monthly financial analysis process to ensure that you hit your goals every month, or you figure out why you didn't and then you hit them next month. It includes your marketing plan so that you know whether to say yes or no to people who are coming around trying to sell you radio ads. The answer is no, by the way. Probably. We'll check. I want you to make data-driven decisions, okay? So we need all this data. Then we're going to have a monthly marketing report, and you will know, is your marketing working? Are you making a great return on investment? What is the conversion rate for each type of marketing that you're doing? And what is the problem here if you're not hitting your goals? And then third, of course, is the leadership pillar. So the strategic plan is part of that. Job descriptions with really effective KPIs are part of that. And then your monthly KPI meetings. Okay, so I think you probably noticed a pattern. We make an annual plan, we do monthly check-ins to make sure the plan is working, and we course correct if it's not. Okay, so basically, when I started, I sucked at leadership mostly. And I've learned a lot in the last 23 years. And when I figured out that it was about me, about the leader, about the leadership, about my knowledge, about my ability to inspire my staff, about my ability to create a strategic plan and include them and get their opinions, get them involved, and set goals with them, have them set their goals, get them really engaged and involved, then I started to make a lot of money, and I started to be able to leave my businesses for months at a time. Unfortunately, I lost my dad recently, and I was able to take off months to grieve, and that's not normal. I don't know how many business owners you know that could do that. And of course, my coaching business, as a consultant, I don't consider consulting, like my normal systemized businesses. And those are the businesses I want to help you create. As a consultant, I do have online products that run all year long with very minimal support from my team. So that was able to continue during my absence, grieving my dad. And then my other businesses were run by the leaders that I have in place there. So what I do is have businesses that run systematically. Everyone has clear roles and goals. We have systems for everything. We have as much automation and AI and efficiency as possible. We're always looking for more and picking up pennies, as Brad Sugar might say. And we're also planning every year and reviewing our plan every month to see if we hit our goals. So that is my secret. And that usually takes me a year to teach a business owner in my platinum coaching program. But I want to teach it to you in 2 days. And you might think it's impossible, and it might be impossible to teach a year's worth of content in 2 days, but you will get all the tools you need, you will get it explained, and we will get as much done as possible so that when you go home, you're totally planned out your next 3 months, okay? And then you're going to be able to do it again for each 3 months. You can come back to us and do it with us every 3 months if you love it, which I think you will. We're going to buy you great lunch. We're going to have it at the Alt Hotel in East Village in Calgary. And you might be thinking East Village, gross. No, it's a nice hotel. It's super modern. They'll give you a good rate, which will be included in your package that we send you once you sign up. And I wanted to just let you guys know, this isn't something that you do, some rote exercise that doesn't produce results. This is everything. This is the plan for the year. This is how we decide who does what. This is how we decide what we're selling and what we're not. This is how we decide what profit margins we're aiming for. This is how we decide our financial goals. And this is when we have aha moments, like the fact that profit is more important than revenue, or that we've accidentally been marketing our lowest margin item. And the room will be filled with spectacular people. You know that saying that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? Well, you're going to be spending time with 16 or 17 other people who are magnificent at what they do, incredibly intelligent, creative, and they have successful $1 million plus businesses. So if you want to be a part of that group, I strongly encourage you to click the button that should be somewhere around this video and click find out more or apply right now, and I'll get in touch with you. We'll talk, make sure that you're qualified. We'll grab your payment, and we'll see you on May 30th and 31st. It'll be 11 to 6 each day, like I said. In the mornings, you'll have time to check your email, or if you don't live here in Calgary, you can drive from Lethbridge to Calgary each morning, or wherever your business is, you can drive, or your home is, you can drive to the hotel from there. And the reason that this is so different is because this is not like from a textbook. This is not a traditional strategic plan. This is the ultimate strategic plan. This is something I've been working on for 23 years. And like I said, I'm not just a business coach. I'm not somebody who just threw up a tile and said, hey, I'm a business coach now. I've been running businesses for 23 years and I've made mistakes and I've learned a lot from them. And I've taken a ton of education. I have my MBA. The other thing is I have a very special team and they're going to be there with me. Okay. And the reason it's different is because when you look at it, you've never seen a strategic plan like this. This is the best plan you'll ever make. This is going to prevent fires. This is going to have you hit your top 3 most important goals. This is something that you will never put away. You're going to keep it in your binder. You're probably going to keep it on your desk and you'll use it every month. You'll use it every quarter. And this will be the plan that has you hit your goals. This will be the year you hit that 2nd million, 5th million, 14th million, 100th million, or this will be the year that you have 0 turnover. This will be the year that your staff actually love you and are happy and they actually achieve goals for you. This will be the year that you finally understand your numbers because of this financial spreadsheet that I've created, okay? And this will be the year that you leave May 31st feeling more confident about your business than you ever have. And the best 3 things are you're going to feel more joy in your life because you'll feel so much less stress. You'll totally understand everything and you'll feel more joy. And isn't that what it's all about, guys? You'll have more time to do the things that you want to do. Donate your time, volunteer, support a charity, which, guys, just so you know, that is part of the application process. I want to know, where do you volunteer? What charity do you support? Is there a church that you're a part of that you donate to? Are you on the board there? What is it that makes you a good person? What is it that makes you positively change the world? And how can I help you make your business exponentially increase the impact that you've had and will have? The last best part is how systemized your business will be, how amazing your team will be. We've even got an amazing hiring process that I want to make sure that I give you guys and teach you guys. And you'll make sure that you only hire the best people from now on. And if you've got people that, aren't ideal, I'm going to teach you how to make sure you prevent that in the future. You're going to have the best team. You're going to have a systemized business. It's going to be way more profitable, which means you can take more money out and also keep more money in. And you can take as much time off as you want, or you can sell it. And the good thing is, doing this strategic plan is going to get you to a place where you'll make the most money if you sell your business. You can take the most time off if that's what you want. You'll make the most money if that's what you want. You can delegate things to other leaders and you systemize your business fully. And then that business becomes sellable. You can actually sell your business, okay? And that's what I want for you. That's what I want for every business owner. Business can be better, and the failure rate of business is just crazy. So let me teach you about successful change. Let me teach you about planning. Let me teach you about how to hit your goals. Let me teach you about how to motivate your team. Let me teach you about how marketing should be bringing you at least an 8-to-1 return on your investment. It should not be an expense. Okay, let me teach you how to get your team to hit their goals so that you hit your goals. Let me teach you how to master your financials. Yes, it's called the annual strategic planning workshop. We do it 4 times a year, so maybe we should change that to quarterly. But anyways, different people come every time. So It is a strategic plan, but it's so much more. It's our strategic plan. It is an amazing workshop. It's an amazing 2 days. It's an amazing opportunity to be around amazing people. And then also the last thing I need to tell you is that there is an opportunity to book sessions with me one-on-one after the workshop days. So if you feel like you need a little bit more attention or you have some questions that you didn't want to ask in front of anybody, you can either grab me at lunch or after the sessions. But you need to book your time with Chin. So if you want to book an hour after your workshop day, tell Chen when you sign up, or whichever team member you talk to, and we will book that for you. And you'll have just me and you in the room focusing on the one thing that you really didn't understand or that you really needed a lot more attention with. Okay. Now I have many, many, many happy clients, and you may have checked my Google reviews or other places where people get rated in the coaching and consulting industry. You may have seen our tagline, Canada's best reviewed coaching consultant, and that is only because I get results. I also have a ton of clients who are happy to talk to you on the phone and tell you how well what I do works. It works every time. It works for every business in every industry, because business is business is business. I'm really good at what I do. I refuse to not get good results. And if you're thinking, well, I'm a dentist. Is she a dentist coach? You can get a dentist coach if you want, and they probably help your business a lot. But I never niched. Neither did the world's richest business coaches. My coaches. Okay. And I believe that is because I don't get the stereotypes from your industry. So I'll take an idea that I got from an industrial concrete company, and I'll take an idea that I got from a hair salon, and I'll suggest it to an accounting business. And they'll say, well, no, we don't do that. People in our industry don't do that. And I'll say, perfect. If you've ever heard of the blue ocean strategy, that's kind of a simplified version of that. But yeah, I'm going to have ideas that you won't, because I don't spend my whole day in your industry. And speaking of accounting businesses, I've helped a lot of accountants. This really works well for accountants. It works really well for dentists. It works really well for medical estheticians, like a medical aesthetics practice. It works really well for people in industries who have a good enough profit margin that they don't even notice that they could be making so much more money, and they could be taking way more time off, and their business could be way more systemized, and their team could be way happier and hitting their goals, which means you hit your goals. Okay, so please guys, I want to give you more profit, more freedom, more joy. Please click the link, find out more. Join us on the 30th and the 31st from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. both days. You can stay at the old hotel with us if you'd like. There should be a special price for you. There should be another link with a hotel link that my team will send you. And if you have any questions, ask. There's no risk here, guys. You're going to have the best plan ever, and then you're going to know how to plan every year after. The only problem that could possibly exist for you is if you do not execute. And that's true of everything. So come, learn, take notes. I'll make you stand up and shake it out, because that also helps you learn and retain information. Thank you, Tony Robbins. He taught us that. And execute when you get home. That's all you have to do, guys. And it's not going to be a ton of extra work. It's going to actually reduce your work, because what I tend to do is take a huge long list of things that people think they have to do, and I get rid of 80% of it. We work on the 20% that's going to produce 80% of your results, and that's your strategic plan. So you're less busy, getting way better results, making way more money, and making your customers and your team way happier, and probably your spouse as well. Okay, mostly you. More profit, more joy, more freedom. Let's do this, May 30th and 31st. Thank you for watching, and click the button. I want to see you there, May 30th and 31st. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon.